backing out. Always got to look. Even though I have a backup camera, you still have to look behind you and back up very slow. There is a car behind me, so I have to let shine. And then I'm going to do a 3-point turnaround because I have to turn the wheel and be very mindful. And you see me turning the wheel. Whoa. So you got to know how to steer and get going. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. You'll be going through a gas station with me. We'll be going through to pick up some food. I'm going to show you how to do those things. The car is cold. I did clean the windows, but I'm coming up to the end of the block and you see me looking left and right. If you don't look left and right on your road test, you will lose points. And it's clear, so I'm going to show you. Okay, so now always turn in the nearest lane. I need all of you to do this. Keep your turn as short as possible when you're driving, and you have to be mindful. You want to get up to the speed limit immediately. Now, we got a yellow light. If you can stop, you should. We're trying to pass the road test. And then you want to stop behind the line. It depends on the state you're in. I'm from the Midwest. Every state is different. In our location, you can miss up to 25. After 25, you will fail. So I'm going to go ahead and get some gasoline first. I can cross this line, and this is for a left turn only. I have to yield for the buses and cars. This is a gap. I'm going to go ahead and go through. A gap is a space. Oh, and if you don't know, my gas tank is on the driver's side because I have an arrow that tells me that. I have the fob with me, so you always shut down your vehicle, but I'm going to leave it on. You got questions, put them in. This is for your road test. You should always make sure you have gas in your car before you take your road test. It's really important that you do that. Okay, we have gasoline, and you have to have your vehicle at least a half a tank. Okay, you gotta have that. So now that our car has fuel, I can put my foot on the brake and push to start. Make sure everything is good in the car. Good means terms I can see out the window. I can see what's going on. And then I'm gonna go around this turn. And you see this arrow? You need to make sure you're on the right side. A lot of students go on the wrong side. And then I just have to wait. You'll see a lot of cars going by. And this can be, thank you for, this could be a lot. So you just have to wait. I'm just gonna go up. I did miss my gap, but that's okay. Never pull out in front of a car. I know you can hear the cars coming. I want you to hear the cars coming, so you know. Now here's my gap. Oh. All right. I'm going to be going to this fast food restaurant here to get some food for the client. And I do that for clients as an additional charge, but that's fine. And then I'm gonna make a turn, and I'm turning out hand over hand. When you stop, you wanna be able to see the rear of the tires. You should be able to see the rear of the tires. If you can't, you perhaps could get marked down. We always wanna be safe. I had a half a tank of fuel, that's good. In some cases, you may have to, the instructor may ask, tell me about the gauges on the dashboard. This could be the speedometer. That tells you how fast you're going. This could be the odometer, how many miles are on your vehicle. The temperature gauge tells the operating temperature. You need to know these elements. I will be putting together a motion road test review, which I'll talk about the dashboard. I will talk about the speedometer, gear shift indicator, blinker. You need to know about these things. So now I'm going to come up. I want you to see this. We don't want to hit the curb.
Welcome back. Will you be using the mobile app tonight? Go ahead, please.
Good morning. I need 2 sausage egg McMuffins.
Yep.
A large coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar, and a large ice water.
Anything else?
That is it.
All right, your total is $10.75.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so we ordered what we need, and I have to go around this curve really slow, because if I overturn, you'll see it to the left. I hit the curve and we'll bend the rim, and I've had clients almost hit the curb or the yellow pole. So I'm moving up real slow. Now let's talk about how I feel. I have a little bit of anxiety because I have to go on the expressway. I have to deal with a lot of traffic, people aggressive tailgating. It's Friday, people drive very fast and reckless on Friday. Good morning. The Texans want him to come to a mini camp. That is very good. He might make a little money, and they can really evaluate him. So God is good. Plus, he has some interviews with police departments, Texas, Arizona. So we're really excited. I will keep you informed, and I'll share some pictures next time. Thank you. And it's really nice when people ask about your family members, right? And they care. And that's why I made this. I want you guys to learn a lot and just, thrive, be yourself, okay? What's going on, brother? How you doing? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Yes. And that's what it's all about. Okay, so look, we're in this private driveway. It's McDonald's, obviously. Duh, you can see the golden arches. But we have to yield to traffic. And if you don't yield to traffic, you're gonna end up getting hit. So it's clear, and I go right in the nearest lane. Keep your turn as short as possible. I have some really good videos on how to really make the perfect turn, right? You gotta have good acceleration through. You have to turn smoothly. you have to either turn hand over hand or hand to hand. There's more than one way to turn the wheel. I think a lot of beginning drivers and the beginners less than 10 years, they struggle with simple maneuverability, turning wheel. So I'm going to give you a little tip. Go into a parking lot, drive through the light poles, really perfect that steering. Okay, so I got to get over to the right, and don't run lights. If you run lights, you can possibly fail. I'm going to come up to a stop and squeeze my, oh, the car's getting warm now. That's nice. Okay, so I've stopped. I'm stopped behind the line. And then what I want to show you, you got to look left and right. If you don't look left and right, you're going to pull out in front of the car and get hit. I had a client do that this week. Very scary. Okay, so you have to look left and right. So I'm going to move forward. This car, showing the car. And I'm checking. It's open. You see me look. I'm looking in the nearest lane. You're not looking down. You're not looking any other place. You're looking where you want the car to go. Okay, so we're back on this road. We're going to be getting on the interstate. It's still about 29 degrees. The ground is cold. You could slide and lose control. See how this car kind of popped out? That could cause an accident. Very dangerous. Wait till the last second to get into the middle turn lane. If you get in too early, you can get marked down. You get in too late, you can get marked down. If you're just popping in, this is for passing the road test. This is for helping you become a really good driver, okay? We're trying to help you. They're from Virginia. We have out-of-town drivers. They might not know this one. Okay, we have a green arrow. And we're gonna go up slow. Let's take our time. And I'm gonna go really easy. And if I overturn the wheel, I could spin out of control, and I'm trying to hold it. This is the cloverleaf. If you go too fast, you'll lose control. I'm holding the wheel, and now we got a semi-truck coming. So I'm on the gas now, and I'm trying to semi-truck driver. I'm trying to get out of his no zone. It is a little bit stressful. So you see that white car kind of popping over. I'm trying to be predictable. On your test, you're going to go in the first lane, take your time, get settled down, get comfortable. I don't know why this car is tapping brakes. Something's going on. So all the traffic is slowing down. You as a beginning driver or driver new to the United States, this is going to be helpful because you're going to see real life driving. This is why I go live. I have both hands on the wheel, a camera mounted on the windshield. So I'm at 67 and I'm trying to lift my foot. The speed limit is 70. You need to go at about the speed limit. If you go under the speed limit, you could be marked down. I had a client, she was driving very, very slow. She had a restricted license. I hope all of you listening, I'm going to say it again. She was driving very, very slow. She got a restricted license. And I'm not saying this because she's female. She's a very good driver. But if you drive too slow, you're actually more dangerous. We're at 63 and a 70, and I got a semi-truck behind me. Okay? I'm looking for a gap, and I got to get to the left. I do not want this semi-truck behind me. And I'm waiting for the right time. I'm at 62. I'm losing speed. So now I'm really getting nervous. So this car passed me on the left. I'm accelerating through my turn. My anxiety level jumped. And if you flow of the traffic and you're scared to pass trucks, which all of us are, you're going to end up getting in more harm than good. This white car, erratic lane change. You're getting how to pass your road test. You're getting a defensive driver. So I'm lifting my foot. I'm at 70. If I go 72, 73, I'm gonna be right on top of this white car. and they're from another country. I don't know what they're doing. You see their hand? It's crazy, bro. So I'm just gonna keep going. At about 70. I don't want to tailgate. You've got to control your emotions. I've seen a lot of clients, I've been in the back and they've been taking a road test. A lot of clients fail because they let one small minor turning in the wrong lane, not using blinker. They let one minor cause them to fail. You will make mistakes. That's why there's up to, in California it's 15. After 15, errors, yes, or Nebraska or other states, in terms of the errors that you'll see, let me know. I can put together some videos, in-car perspectives. I'm trying to take my time here. You'll be on the expressway for about 2 or 3 exits. Oh, thank God. See, erratic lane changer. They went from the left, the middle, the right. We need to stay away from them. So they passed, there are 2 cars ahead. And here's what's ironic, funny. We're going to be right up to them in a moment. So changing lanes like this is going to cause you to have an accident. I hope you're listening to this. See, now they're putting on brakes. Be consistent. Pick a lane. I don't care if it's the middle lane, right lane, fast lane. Stay consistent when you drive. Consistent with your speed control, I would say, is the first thing that a lot of people are struggling on. Like, we're on this curve right now. We're right about 65. If I go 60, I'm gonna hold up cars. People are gonna start road raging, and they're gonna drive very aggressive. If I go 75, I'm gonna tailgate and be in trouble. You have to get out here and drive. And if mom and dad don't have a vehicle, then I don't know what to say. And up there needs to get over. They are holding up the flow of the traffic. And then you see trucks hauling trailers. Now we're moving up there. I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm not going to cut over a bunch of lanes because that won't hit me. If I go too fast on this curve, I will crash. So I don't want to go real fast. And a lot of you will jerk the wheel back and forth because you're in that curve too fast. Go ahead and make a lane change. Yes, you can make a lane change on a curve if it's legal. Oh, see that car come over? This van to the left is holding up everyone. It should have gotten back over. I have some videos on driving a van like that. It's hard to control. And if you notice, I'm gonna go ahead and get back over. The van is behind me now, and now we have open space. So they should have got over. If you don't understand that element, it's gonna be harder for you to learn how to drive. I swear. We're heading into a huge metropolitan city, so the volume of traffic will increase. So I'm letting you know this now. I have a little bit of anxiety. We have a lot of traffic. The road is still cold. It's under, the temperature's dropped. It's now 27 degrees. People were driving very aggressive. That car up there, 3 cars ahead of us, that was cutting over multiple lanes. I told you that we would still be behind them in a reasonable distance. So that proves my point. If you learn to drive reckless, fast, cutting off cars, you're going to end up driving very fast and aggressive. So I'm just trying to be smooth and consistent. The sun glare is, if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. I'm giving you a real life perspective to help you pass your road test. We have a solid yellow to the left. We're in North America. The left side of the road has a solid yellow. It's mostly like this through the United States. There's that white Volkswagen, probably a turbo edition. And see, we caught up to them. So you don't have to change multiple lanes. It's not worth it. It causes danger. That car was a bit dangerous too, because it really the room needed. And I'm just trying to keep control of this vehicle and be very deliberate. Because the road, and I apologize, in our place in the world, in the country, we just don't have the money to take care of our infrastructure. So I'm just scanning, looking for brake lights, because I'm looking for predictability. I'm looking for people who might cut over. And you can see the people just cutting over, cutting over. Wow, that car got smashed. So what I need you to do is just take your time. And notice I've been in this lane pretty much, but I'm up with the flow of the traffic. My anxiety's up a little bit because of the speed, the surface. We're on these really tight curves and a lot of cars do spin out. I don't want that to happen. We have fuel for our vehicles, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I'm trying to be very predictable for my own safety as well as yours. So when I show you these videos to train you for driving and get you ready for your road test, it's with the intent, hey, you're 16, you're 18, you're 20, next month, you're gonna be taking your road test, right? You say, hey, I need you to make 10 videos, 2 on parking, 2 on merging, 2 on turning, 2 on left turns, and so on. And I will be putting these together in the next 24 hours and get them out to you specifically for drivers, adults, young teens who are ready to hopefully pass your road test, right? Because I'm gonna get over one lane. I'm a state certified driving instructor. And I'm taking the time to create these for you. And it's very fulfilling. Like now we're really smooth, but I'm holding this wheel really tight to get over one lane. This curve is really tight. It's not like NASCAR or anything, but it's really, really tight. Like that white car cut off that truck. Don't turn out. Everyone speed up, but it's for nothing because we're going to have a huge backup and slowdown. So it's better to stay consistent if you think of long-range stability and safety. I'm just being smooth, being consistent. That's what I need you to get from this. off my gas pedal. I do not want to tailgate. Man, that truck, whoa, don't want to mess with them. Wow. So here's my exit. Blinkers on early. We're almost there to the client's location. I put blinkers on a little bit early, but that's okay. Would I get a point down? Maybe. I just got a message that some instructors don't even talk. I'm trying to give you a perspective. Now I'm squeezing real easy. I do not want to get rear-ended. I swear I don't. Don't want to get rear-ended. So this is a traffic backup, and the biggest dangers cars behind us flying on this off-ramp. Now this is a crossover. Gotta watch this pedestrian that's here. And the bridge freezes first. I'm giving you a tip. You might be asked, the bridge freezes first because it's elevated. Now, watch for cars that don't have blinkers on, because it's going to be confusing. Imagine we were pedestrian. We have to make a left. These blinkers let us know, and pedestrians know, those cars are turning right. And we're just waiting for a gap. A gap is a space. And then the sunlight is also a hazard too. So you need to wear some sunglasses if you're going to be taking your test in the morning. I suggest you take your test in the morning. People are more relaxed and more lenient, but you're going to have morning drivers who are very aggressive. They got to get to work. They're getting off. They're tired. They don't like their jobs. So you're going to have that emotional trauma, that micro trauma, that's going to play havoc in you really developing your craft of becoming a good driver. Like this van that's here, I don't know what they're doing. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And you have to be patient like that. So I'm going up to the edge, and then I'm going to wait, and you're going to see me waiting. You should be able to see the cars to the right of the screen. And there's one vehicle that does not have on a blinker. See? That causes danger. And I'm waiting for a bigger gap. And it takes patience. If you're not patient, you're going to end up crashing. This is like New York, Chicago, downtown Houston. I'm slowly getting up there. No blinker. There's a lot of traffic. Here's my gap. There I go. And I'm sorry about all the bumps. Here in our part of the country, we just don't have the support that we need to open the roads up and make them safe. So we got a warning sign. We have another warning sign and then a stop sign. If this was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Thank you. See, they didn't even stop.